Cool.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to the 302nd weekly MLP Drawing School live critique stream. It's already somehow December 14th. I hope you've finished all your festive shopping and festive pictures and have bought all your stock in eggnog and candy canes, because I'm going to go eat up the rest.
I've bought the stockings.
Ooh, wait. Are they pink and lovely? Fluffy?
I haven't actually. I was just making a joke because it's stock versus stockings. You know, we don't really do stockings down here because we don't have fireplaces or shelves.
Wait, you don't have shelves? Where do you put stuff?
Don't worry about it.
I don't believe you on the you don't have shelves part. I'm calling shenanigans.
Okay, maybe that's just me. All right, relax.
Alright, let's start a GoFundMe to get Pixie shelves. Well, as you can hear, we got a small army today. We got an Antly Claw.
Hello.
You might notice some creeping mold-like fluff. That is actually CPC fluffing everything. We got a
Silently.
Silently, of course. We got a Pixie Up.
Hello.
We got a Vex.
Hello.
And I guess I'm here too. Hi.
Got a
LD.
zombie.
Brains.
What a good LD.
The best.
The only one I know, because I've yet to chew on other people.
We've had to kill the rest of them.
I mean, that's
No
fair.
witnesses.
No witnesses. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions. If you have any art you'd like critiqued, feel free to submit it. And if we're in the right mood, we might even critique it, which is usually any time.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you can't make it to the stream, you can submit it on the subreddit, or you can mail it to us. We will accept it, but you have to discover what our mailing addresses are.
Mm-hmm. Or you have to find our only trained carrier pigeon. You can invite them into your home by laying down some paintbrushes and putting a cookie on top. Maybe play some Bob Ross. They'll come flying over.
Like I said, only trains, like only fans, but it's for trains. I'm very tired.
Oh no.
Exactly. And the last method of getting it to us is fax. You can try and fax it to us. But it's not a color printer, and it's dot matrix, so we're going to complain about the resolution.
Yep.
You gotta fax it to 55555 MLP DS55.
Yeah, this sounds like a reasonable number.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's kick it off. Our first picture is by Surrey from Heaven. Limestone pie being cute and grumpy. Heart. Legs and eyes are difficult, but still practicing. Slow but steady progress.
Good picture. Let's move on. No joke.
Quickest critique yet.
Yeah. Did they have any questions or anything?
No, but they did mention the legs and eyes are difficult. So maybe we got some tips for you on that. I think we got some of those.
Yeah. I like having a bit of a shoulder. So I'll draw a big shoulder. Shoulder. Brr.
Now, do you face that shoulder forward or backwards? How do you build your shoulder out?
Let me just work this out.
Because there's quite a different ways I've seen. Some like to do this big bulbous shoulder that pops out. Some like to do that taper that comes off of the arm and represent that.
I like pretty much, you have sort of the hips going there. You have the shoulder. You need to sort of work out where your shoulders are, sort of a thing. And I just like having it sort of this kind of a shape-ish sort of thing. If you look at real horses and real animals, you'll see the kind of shapes that their shoulders tend to make. And if you look at them enough, you can sort of get to the point where you can kind of invent and combine those different shapes and simplify them to like make something that works well enough for ponies. Look at like horses, and then dogs, and then cats, and then you just put them all in a blender, and then you get the anatomy sort of stuff. You might also notice that I have. Let me erase this bad end of the hoof. With this kind of a hoof, it'll tend to go in towards the body. So something like roughly like this ish kind of stuff. And I like having this bit of a thing just to sort of represent where the front of the hoof is. It's like on these, it'd be something like this. That's just me. That's just a personal preference. Good job on this one. You can have a bit of a line on this side, sort of just showing off that this is the flat part of the hoof. But yeah, looks good. You can also, what you can do with the ear up here is this line here kind of flows pretty smoothly onto here. Or if you are going to have this thing, it can be worth sort of having the hair start there to sort of smooth out that area a little bit. And I always like to have the this line sort of go like something like that. But that's just me. Good job.
Nice smooth lines you got there, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks good. Good smooth lines and good all that sort of stuff. Looks good.
The expression is very horse. The tail is right. It's sitting on the ground at the same angle as the horse. Yes! You win points!
I just have
100%.
one suggestion for like when you want to position something, even if you're gonna be drawing in say like a void like this, it sometimes helps to ground the pony so we actually feel them like sitting on the ground, and there's different things we can do. One of the things I've done is just drawn a little square here, and we can use that square to kind of align where everything will make contact with, so it feels like everything's falling on a surface instead of floating. So we get that real like emphasized sitting idea, everything squishing on top of each other. So you can see here, let me get a different color really quick. Do like a red, this work? Yeah, I'll make it a little thicker. Okay. So we can see this parallel line here kind of matches up with the parallel line of the hooves. So they're both facing the same direction. They both have a place to sit. Same with where the, the front is, where they kind of will match up with each other, since like sitting at the same position will have them be the same length. So you can just use that to help you match things up. And other things we can do, which I haven't drawn on yet, but we can also do things with the tail. Right now the tail just kind of goes to the side there, but we can have the tail come out, and I didn't give myself enough room to draw, but it can also come and land kind of on that surface to get that feeling of gravity with the tail, and it just emphasizes, oh, they're sitting down, the tail's next to them, they're having a good old sit and looking, and just adds to the idea of the pose.
Yeah, balance is really hard in this. You can see the kind of here, how there's like a little bit less of a curve there compared to here. But no big stress.
You've
Just
done
little
one.
things you can use.
Someone added the other ear. And you can see how the shoulder is being built up here. Kind of as you look at like real animals and other artists' work, you tend to build up these kind of like ideas for what different bits of the anatomy look like. So, here's what a shoulder looks like. Whenever I draw like a this bit, thigh sort of thing, I tend to go for like this kind of a shapish thing, and then it goes like into the rest of everything like that, or something like that. As you go, it'll just slowly go down like that. But no, it looks good. You can see someone's drawn over the hoof there with some contour lines and following it along like it's a cylinder.
Yeah, that's how pony legs kind of look. If you just look at how they're drawn, like even canonically, they're just like long tubes. So I do see you're kind of going with that in yours, but you have like several joints in yours that don't need to be there. It's just one right there. 1, 2. So
Hmm.
just keeping in mind that your leg will remain the same length the entire way down, and that there's only like if you're from this angle, I can kind of tell from the leg is that you're just going to only see that one joint curve there. You're not going to see that, and I'm assuming maybe this was supposed to be a shoulder or something. I'm not really sure, but it just looks a little better like that.
Mm. Good
Right.
drawing.
Are you feeling like moving on to our next one then?
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Good
keep
stuff.
up the awesome work. This is really cute, and I hope you keep
Very
going.
cute.
Really
Keep
adorable.
chucking stuff our way.
Can't wait to see where you go next.
So hello.
Hello, Fluff.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome, Fluffy.
All right, our next picture is by Red Panda 13R. What does everyone think of this sketch I made of Pinkie Pie? Note, I experimented slightly with changed design.
So,
Is this alter ego
it
you
is
can-
very light. It was so light that we had to go into editing software and try to bump up the contrast and do all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
If you're using like a whatever H pen or pencil, try going to like the 3B or the 4B or pressing harder or something along those lines, or just try messing with pen even, because yeah,
It's always good to
good to
keep.
make sure that your
Yeah.
art is visible.
It's okay to keep your sketches that light, because I'm sure on paper that looked a lot easier. It was a lot easier to see to you than it was when you took the picture of it. But if you're presenting something that's like a final piece or something that you're going to be posting online, you are going to want to darken those lines out and make it slightly more finished, even if it is a sketch, just so it's a little bit more visible on camera.
So, 2 suggestions from me on this one. If you're using a scanner bed, set your scanner to grayscale, unless if you have a reason to do color. Grayscale will greatly increase that contrast and pick up basically every little bit of detail, including the soft stuff you left behind. If you are going for color, drag it into whatever photo editing software. Paint doesn't work for this, but paint.net does, which is free, same as GIMP, same as any other insert, whatever digital drawing program you want to use. Drop the brightness up the contrast, and it'll make everything pop again, just like this. And boy howdy have I done that, what you've done with posting dim colors for a long time, until someone basically said, I will stop looking at your art until you spend a minute and actually adjust it for the viewer. I get you've made these wonderful pictures, but I can't see it, so what's the point?
Yeah, it's frustrating
And
to try and like strain your eyes looking at something when it needs to be adjusted.
Yeah, and it made sense, because I'm like, well, I just drew this for you. How come you aren't excited? And they couldn't see it, which was upsetting on both parties. But after we fixed that, it was great. Everyone was happy.
I need to try. I might have done it before, but I need to try messing my scanner and see if there's a grayscale setting, because it's so like it just blows out everything with contrast when I scan stuff. These photos are terrible. What am I doing? Let's just adjust this. I'm just trying to work out some of the basis of your post. So what I'm doing, I don't know if you did an undersketch, which the undersketch is totally fine to keep light and everything, because you want it to be like breezy and messy. You don't want to be too stuck down and everything. So that's what these like circles and everything are. It's just me like defining where the body is. So this, from what I understand, this character's meant to be sitting like leaning against this big glass on the plate. So you want to make sure that their elbows are rested on the floor. That's why I drew the glass room a bit higher here. Actually, that might be going off the plate now, so there might need to be more adjustments happening. But if their arms are, or forelegs, I guess in this case, are rested, then you want to make sure it's actually resting on the ground flat. And and same with the back legs. But I just wanted to sort of accentuate the shape of the pony's thighs and legs, if that makes sense, from what was there originally. Because remember,
And
it's
all
a
this
horse and not a person.
and all this is going to need to be. It's going to be interesting to draw, but like because of the angle that you're drawing at, it's going to be a bit foreshortened, which
Mhm.
basically just means
Yeah,
distorted.
it's very awkward trying to figure this out right now. But that's why it's okay to be messy and erase stuff and redo it. And you can do this in traditional as well. You don't need to be a digital artist to do that. You can get a kneaded eraser or even just a regular eraser and be sort of like gently brush it over the image. It can work as well. But it helps to sort of draw it out and continuously sort of adjust things. If the picture starts getting a bit I don't know what the term is for it, but when you've like been working on a piece of paper for too long and like it's just like too messy and the eraser's been wearing down the paper too much, you just kind of can't draw on it anymore without it getting ruined. It's okay to just like take the concept and then like redraw the image. Like that can actually be very, very helpful in some cases, and it's a mindset that I wish I'd gotten used to sooner. I think a lot of artists get into like this picture that I'm drawing is at some point going to be a finished and amazing picture. It's starting off as just a sketch, and I'm going to work it up, and it's going to be amazing. Well, sometimes it won't. Sometimes that piece of paper is going to be trash, and you're going to have redrawn the image on a different sheet, and it can work perfectly fine. But hopefully, you won't need to with this because you've already done it so light anyway. It'll be super easy for you to just like carefully erase everything and just draw. Just work out like changing things, moving things, adjusting things, and when you're happy with it, you can start going over more thickly with the pencils. And don't be afraid. Don't drab the pencil through the paper, but don't be afraid to give it some weight to it. And as Pixie said, to sometimes using different pens can help a lot with getting a dark enough line, because there are some that are just weak, and there are other pencils that are a bit heavier. And typically, you want a weaker one for your sketching, because you don't want to lay anything down too confidently, and then a thicker one for really emphasizing it, making it all look super cool.
Just as artists are weak, sometimes the pens we use are weak.
Yeah, and it's necessary too, because everything is important, and so is everyone.
Yeah, you can see down here just how foreshortened this whole area is. Like in this
Oh, that's
picture,
way better than what I was doing. Oh my god.
in this picture, you see how big the torso is, and you see how big the legs are. It's roughly kind of the same. Here, the torso is like that tall, and this is like way short. So it looks like this is coming more towards the camera, which just might be closer to what you're after, or might not be, or whatever. But yeah,
Something I
it's
was
always good
really
to
something I was really pushing with this pose is that right now the pose you have, it almost feels like they're standing up against the glass, like they should be like almost, like I said, standing. But when I think of the glass, and we were talking about this earlier, right, about the elbows touching the ground, almost to get the correct lengths of elbows and arms and whatnot, we'd almost have the body slouching. So like, can I see? Yeah, people can see this. So I almost gave like a really big curve, and the body would hit the glass, say like this is the glass here. And that way the arms can come down, the body slouched enough. And that's how we get that overlap with the tummy right here. And we'll see all the legs and everything squished up front just from all that slouching and foreshortening going on.
yeah.
Small detail, but I can see in the original sketch you've done basically what whoever drew this in blue did. You've got like the sort of uneven water surface, and I like how it goes like against. It doesn't like hit the edge of the glass. Like when I start drawing, I do this. When I had a glass of liquid, it would just be a flat line that go from edge to edge of the glass. But I like this sort of showing of the thickness of the glass by having the liquid sort of have a gap to it. I can see you've done that in the original as well. That's very cool.
Yeah, good job with that. If you haven't used reference for this, use references in future, especially for like weird poses at strange camera angles. Looking up, just going onto Bing and being like, person sitting, and then just like trying to find something that's like at a similar angle to what you're after. can be really helpful. Can show you weird things about the proportions or this or that or all that kind of stuff. But yeah, good job, good picture, good drawing.
All right,
Okay.
shall we move on to our next lovely horse?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say I am not afraid.
Keep it up. Don't be worried about our previous statements about contrast. Like, that is a 2-minute fix, and you're going to have a great time when all is
Yep.
said and done. Keep it going.
Yeah.
100%.
I like this cute alley drawing down the bottom.
I think Allie just wants to go take a nap. She's just,
Sleep.
you know.
ZZZ.
We all need to copy Ali and steal her amazing skills.
Mhm.
But y'all are already so amazing. Let me copy you first. We
Okay,
can listen.
we'll
We
do
can
it.
all
We'll
blend
we'll
together.
copy in a circle. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I already told you how to acquire all the skills you need, but no one has taken me up on the offer. You just take
Any
all
artist
good art,
friends?
blend it into a very fine smoothie, and drink it down.
All right.
Mm,
Here's my suggestion. I'm gonna build on this. We're gonna have a potluck. Everyone print off like 10 of their own pieces. We'll bring them together, blend them
Oh
up,
man.
and have a communal art smoothie.
Nice.
It'd be fun to see us drawing our characters in like each other's styles, though.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Be
yes,
so
I
let's
want to
do
do it
that.
now.
Okay,
Next
we'll-
Aggie. Next
we'll
Aggie.
we'll have like an art game stream, and we'll do that as like a special stream at some point.
Heck yeah.
As
Anyway.
someone who's had Vex draw their OC, yeah, it's fun. It turns out good.
I mean, I should draw someone else's because I've
Happy
already
when
done
you're
Ali's
happy.
OC so much. It wouldn't
I
be a
mean,
challenge.
I'm biased here, but I love it.
So our next picture is by name taken 283617. I am impressed that many names were taken, but dang.
Surprised you didn't just think of another one. Okay.
This is redrew my first post. Let me know what you think. And they have no questions, just a link to their first post. So let me throw that over here in
Yes, please.
voice chat for you lovely folks. Apparently it's an Android link, but you'll get over that.
I don't
Will
think
we?
I
I
can.
think we've done the other one before, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I
that does-
skipped.
yes.
I think I wasn't here at that time.
I think you
were,
were asleep or dead.
All the above. Heck yeah.
So I'm interested. There's quite a few changes that have gone on here. Quite a large difference. A diversion from the standard MLP style. What were your goals in this picture? Like, what inspiration references were you taking from? What drove your decision path to divert from what you had previously to what you have now? Because I think that would be very beneficial in this case, because it's a redraw, right? And it's not the same pose, but it's the same horse. And it's a very different style. In fact, they've grown wings in that time.
Yeah.
Also, it took about 3 seasons for this picture to be made, has he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just want to add that you don't have to draw in show style. It's just something we use as a base, and I know your original drawing was more towards show style. And if you want to get away from it, I highly encourage it. But yeah, I would love to ask all the same questions Zamzam just asked. So lovely.
Yeah. You can see me in the blue, just sketching. I'm just sketching. You can see someone up here doing a great sketch. Good job, Len.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm in the blue down to the right.
Look at all
Yeah.
these varied styles, all the good arts. See, everyone here does the good arts.
It's good to like draw over a picture, but it's also sometimes very difficult. I think it is always good to have like someone just like reinterpreting the pose on the side. That's what Ali did in the last picture so beautifully. I'm just
Get
doing
you
it
for
over
this.
here.
Yep.
And what
100%.
Fluffy's doing right now so beautifully. Fluffy and
Beautifully.
Lynn, both beautiful, both lovely.
Yes.
Not Pix. Pixes.
Excuse
Pix
you.
is having fun. Leave Pix
Pix-
I'm
alone.
having fun.
Stop
Exactly.
Pix
bullying
doing
him.
the good stuff. Pix do the good blue line. It is very good.
So, feel free to join the Discord and just, hang out and chuck art at us anytime and all that kind of stuff. I think you're at the kind of point in your art journey where keeping it fun, keeping on drawing, and just showing other people your stuff will probably be more helpful to you than anything else. If you do have specific questions or specific aspects you want to sort of get tips or advice on, like, oh no, how do I draw shoulders? Or oh my god, the end of the hooves always look horrid, what the hell? Then feel free to ask us those things. Because if you have specific questions and you ask us those specific questions, we can give you much better feedback than trying to just guess sort of what you're after. But you don't like at the point you're at, you don't need to be asking for help with every picture you get or anything like that. You just need to be having fun. So keep on sketching, having fun, having a good time. I draw a big back of the main because I like this area being filled, but that's just me.
You.
Damn. Look at that good horse. Look at that good horse as well.
Trying to figure out a sort of like bigger muzzle style,
Mm.
which I used to actually do, and I just haven't done in many years. So I was sort of trying the sort of sitting down pose. That's not what I want to do. No. Oops.
Yeah, IRL horse muzzles are so weird. The cheekbone for like IRL horses always gets me because it like is this like huge, not like a sack. I don't know. It's just very like specific shape.
It's very bony and weird.
Yeah, horses are just bony and weird. They're just
Horses are
muscles.
dinosaurs.
Yeah. Not saying you have to draw an IRL horse, but it like usually when I see the more squished face, it reminds me like if I had a slider from horses to ponies, it's more towards the horse side. Because ponies are like
It's
cats.
always worth keeping. Yeah, it's always worth keeping in mind like where the sort of stylistic anatomy of the ponies we know came from. Studying actual horse anatomy, as we've talked about before in the stream in the past, is always helpful for trying to figure out the pony anatomy. Once you get an idea of how it's stylized, you can sort of figure it out yourself. I'm making this pony extra fluffy because everything needs fluff.
If you want another odd reference to look at, dragons are based off of horses a lot of the time. So if you want to see like a cartoonified horse head, you can look at dragons.
That's cool. Oops. I messed up this. Oh, stop going to the zoom tool, you silly moo.
Yeah, everyone knows that Discord is better than Zoom.
Morbid thought of
Yeah.
MLPS moving to Zoom.
No!
No.
Oh my gosh, no.
We're obviously doing Microsoft Teams.
Yep.
My
Yeah,
school
perfect.
works on my Microsoft Teams.
Oh no.
No.
It's horrible.
Oh
I send
god.
my condolences.
I
Yeah,
use it
yeah.
daily, and I don't mind it very much. It's just,
Mhm.
it's an okay software. That's about as good as I can get for it.
It's
Yeah.
basically Skype. Yeah.
Well, no, it actually works, so it can't be Skype.
Yeah, fair enough.
Throw
Call out
down.
post.
We should all just go back to MSN Messenger.
Done.
Yeah, I miss it so much. Don't hurt me, Pixie.
We're making a Yahoo chat
Yeah,
room
Pixie,
after this.
don't hurt them. Yes.
Oh.
Wait, can we get aim? I really want that door closing sound. Yes, Jenny.
All right. Anyone else have any other comments on this lovely picture?
Great picture.
I know.
Good horse.
Seriously, keep up the good work, and I hope you have more fun drawing.
Yeah, fun is good.
Anyone else have any other art they'd like to submit? Any other questions they'd like to ask? Any other pixies they'd like to boop?
I know.
Yes, this one.
Ah!
Do you comment on design specifically?
I mean, we can.
Yeah, sure.
Because I did a small redesign for like a project I'm working on. Well, I'm working on every single one of the characters, the main 6, but I only have one yet, like to this point, and I could post it.
Oh,
Go for it.
Lee, are you right?
You
No,
might
I'm
have
clicking
to
stuff. It's a mistake.
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Stream's going a little wild.
Mistakes were made. On the wrong layer. That was my bad.
How could you?
Happened to
Gosh.
me.
Ooh,
Is that
good
an
boy.
angel at the bottom? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, I see someone has shortcutted the method of sending me pictures.
Well, I'm already here.
Wrestling control away from LD. Slowly
You're
but
All
surely.
the way at the bottom, don't worry.
Where's my pen?
I stole it.
Dang.
Stole it.
Oh,
Dang, this looks nice. Great job.
Oh, it's this
Thank you.
cute one. I still love
Those-
the little brown and the little sticky antenna looking things. It's all cute.
I love
Oh, and the
these.
hooves.
No. They're so
I love these.
the long legs. They make me so
love
happy.
these.
That's how I used to draw legs, just ridiculously long. I love
They're
them
really
so
fun.
much.
That's how I always know your art.
Yeah, the long leg.
I like that line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
My friend
It's
caught this
a
with the lovely
nice-
neck crease. So it's good.
It's a nice way to represent it without being too overboard.
Mm.
I am a little bit interested. I know my thing fell.
Oh.
I'm a little bit interested in how this connects right here.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
Oh no.
Everyone right?
are we okay?
So there's like the shoulders that are here-ish, and
Yep.
then the wings are just right behind it.
So it's more on
Okay.
the spine instead of the side.
Okay, and that works. I think from this specific angle, it might help if there's just like one little tiny bit of fluff or something there.
Ah, true.
Just a little tiny itty bitty bit. Look at whoever's drawing those amazing
Yeah.
contour lines around
I
the.
really wish I knew how to do.
Yeah,
do
that's
those.
just something I would add to the hair to give it a little bit more dimension, just because without them, it looks a little bit flat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got a good base going on there. Just like adding some of those lines would really help, I think.
I didn't add any shading or anything either because I
Mhm.
was lazy and this is a rough sheet. I didn't feel like it.
Sure. Yeah. You usually want to avoid that, I guess.
Yeah.
Was there anything you're in particularly like unhappy about with this design, or?
I guess not necessarily, but I felt like the brown was a bit intense. But the more I look at it, the more it's like, it kind of looks normal at the same time.
Yeah, it looks good.
Mhm.
I like it. I did a little tiny bit of contoury stuff in the hair up here. It's a little tiny bit, but it just illustrates the form really nicely.
Yeah.
The good thing about it as well is you can always mess about with these like little tiny lines and like draw them like 600 times, and then if they don't look good, just erase them and stuff like that. So it's all about trying to sort of imagine how the hair would sort of twist and fold over itself and all that stuff.
I guess I never really think about that. I
Mm.
I just think about like, how can it be fluffy and fall right?
It's honestly it's pretty similar to like the little bits of contour stuff all around here and all that kind of thing. It's all just showing off the form and how things move and all that sort of stuff.
I
Just
guess
thinking about
so.
stuff in like a 3D way. I like the design. Good,
It's very good.
Thank you.
Love
nice
your
fun
wig.
design.
I love just like the woodland vibe of it. Very
Mhm.
nature, very like nice.
Yeah.
I think the thing that trips me up is that there's a bunch of fluff detail on the wings and body, but not on the mane and tail.
Yeah. I mean, I learned how to do it at some point, but then I started putting too much, and it looks weird.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
good to find a good balance there. That's why I like doing
Mhm.
just like these simple, like kind of double lines. Those,
Yeah.
I don't know, those just look really good to me.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely can't go overboard.
Yeah, you need to draw every single strand of hair across
You
the
do
entire
not need to
picture.
do that.
Listen, don't
I'm
tell
saying you do.
CPC.
No,
I'm saying
tell
I'll fight you,
CPC.
Vex. Yeah, don't tell CPC, yeah. Look at those. Look at those.
Yeah.
Little tiny bits.
Little strands.
You
I really feel bad for her tail. Being dragged across the ground so much, it's gotta be really bad for the ends of it.
listen, she wanted those hair extensions.
Well,
Okay,
it looks
fair.
like it's got like sticks sticking
I
out
would
of
never
it.
let that die.
Got leaves.
Actually, the leaves would probably be really cute,
That would
right?
be cute.
I kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would absolutely fit her MO. Like
it
she makes
would.
happy little critters, and yeah.
Mm.
Just a
Oh,
mouse
that
popping
color
out of one side.
green.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who's ever adding those leaves? I
Some
love that color of
acorns.
green with the pink. That's
Yes.
so
So
cute.
good.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm
She's
trying
now
up.
gone full druid.
I'm trying to do like a similar kind of thing up here, just like but very tame. Fun to mess about and just see what happens. I think especially like the pink pulling out of the sort of black outline, kind of nice. Adds like something.
Yeah.
Or totally ignore all of it. It's totally fine. It's a good picture.
Suggestion. So what's her cutie mark, by the way?
It's a net.
Tongue.
Oh.
Mm.
Tongue.
Oh.
I'm
I'm trying to make mine bend like that. I can't.
No, it's clearly a bean with a hat. It's just like a really long brim.
Oh, okay.
Jotaro.
Oh no.
And this is why we aren't allowed to critique anymore.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're too
Don't take
unhinged.
this away from us.
All right. Anyone
Honestly, I
else?
really need to get to the other designs, but lazy.
Well, you're off to like an amazing start, so I'm excited to see the rest.
It's
Mm.
wonderful. Does anyone else have any other questions? Any other art? Any other? I don't know.
I think after seeing what we've done here, no.
That's fair.
Run while you can. Free yourself.
See,
Oh.
and Cutie Mark is improved. 100%.
I like the mouth. Oh, that's so good.
You ever seen those alligator toys where you're supposed to push down the teeth one by one?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
those! Yeah.
There you go.
I remember that.
All right. Well, seeing as no one else responded,
Wait.
oh.
Jenny said, "Oh, I'm giving them a second."
Jenny.
That might be just
Jenny,
like a
how could you?
general
Adding to our
laziness.
workload. What the heck?
Dare you make us draw?
Gosh. Drawing. Ooh.
art in the MLPDS.
Artist, kind of cringe.
A little
I
bit.
don't know why.
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm done here.
We did have some critique for sitting pose. A lot of the poses today were sitting poses, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anything in particular, or we can
In
just
fact,
throw the video at you.
every horse above this was a sitting pose. Oh my god, is that
What?
horse?
Who is she?
I like this design. Like, still, the little subtle gradient on there looks cool. I like it.
Mhm.
Thank you. I
still
think
love
I'm
those
gonna start
poses.
basing every single Pegasus I make on a bird.
Oh my
But-
god!
On
Oh my
10 out of
god!
10. 10 out
Look
of
at this in the top of the head.
Yeah, it's really cute.
10. Oh.
Oh, and a little mousy mouse.
CPC.
CPC too good.
Too good.
What is the thing down in the bottom, by the way? It's really cool, and it looks like something out of Persona.
That's a realistic biblical take on an angel. That's what the Bible.
Somebody
Oh,
made that
okay.
for I'm
Yeah.
Terrifying. Simply terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I like how, like, if you just look down the layer panel, the biblical angel is so big that it's very visible who did it. So, yeah, you drew very big angel.
Big. Not
Big.
small.
I think it's more because like the rest of us have like drawings all over the canvas, so it's like spaced out the canvas. They're like little layer image preview to
Yep.
try and show everything.
Oh, it's horse.
What's first?
Horse the cat.
Horse the cat. What nonsense. So, I guess last chance in the Picarto. Any questions? Any art? If not,
Well, we're not getting one from Jenny. I thought.
no, they're just gonna look
Oh,
at
okay.
the
Okay,
VOD.
so I was confused.
I mean, if you have a question, we're here.
Yeah.
We
We're
always
here
want to
now.
draw Jenny.
We won't be here later
Yeah,
because we'll all
We'll
have.
Give
be
us-
here. We'll just
give
be
us the thing. Give us the questions. Give us the examples. Give us the poses. We'll work it out. Don't worry about it.
just give us your cute art so we can look at it and say, "Oh my god, this is so good and cute and fluffy." Ah,
That's
that's
how we
basically-
talk.
Yep.
Word for word, actually.
Or else you'll be kicked. Right?
Or
Nice.
else Pixie will do it. Oh, the adorableness!
Oh.
This
Hot
is
dang.
so good.
How cool!
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You
I,
know-
I am always so in love with how like just squishy and alive Jenny's style feels. It's always so great.
He's so
Mm.
cute.
I want a poster of that. I want to stick it. I love her face. The expression is so great.
So
I like
good.
it.
Let me paste this one.
So, is there an issue you're having? Because right now this looks very nice to me. I don't have the hugest, like maybe the line for the curled up foot needs to go through a little bit more, but if you have any like specific qualms or questions with it.
You did a kind of a similar leg on the fine line, right, Allie, with the like scrunched up.
Yeah, a bit. Like it just needs a little more overlap in areas. Hold on, let me get different. I need a different color.
Mm.
That one.
Color.
Hind legs to match the front leg. Yeah. So, I'd honestly just push this front leg kind of forward a little bit. To be honest, nothing crazy. but just a little bit, because this leg is fully extended, and it ending here looks a little bit short, sort of compared to the back legs. So it's not a big thing. It's just like, just a little bit, especially because this shoulder looks like it's pushed forward as well. It's like,
Yeah.
when you've got like a person and they're like pushing their shoulders.
Yeah.
In.
Similarly, I extended the upper leg of the hoof that's raised to sort of bring it forward a little bit, so it doesn't look like it's sort of squunched into the shoulder as much. And again, also to sort of like match the length a bit.
Yeah. Small change.
Look at that curly leg appearing on the right, the marshmallow. Just want to grab it.
I'm copying you, Allie. Don't. This is not critique. I just like to see how you do that because I don't know either.
I'm not any sort of.
I like how you do the back leg, and I've never been able to figure that out. So
It's like the thing that always I try to think about, especially with like super squished up legs, is that like the butt becomes a huge squishing area. You kind of end up squishing into the butt. So
yeah.
while the like, say the leg comes out this way, you have like, well, let me not draw over the picture. Where can I draw? Okay, I can join you over here in no matter
Yeah.
what. So you get your like circle butt. You want to get a leg. You have like your thigh. And because we're all squanched, like I don't usually use the sticky method,
Hmm.
but just to demonstrate where the bones are kind of at, we're gonna have we'll have the butt piercing through the back, but the heel here is gonna go up into the butt.
Right.
We're getting all squished up in that zone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Instead of it just kind of sliding down, it needs to go up.
Yeah. If you look at like how animals walk, or how animals lay down, it really compresses into that butt area. The thigh really moves over this big old thigh, moves up. That's why cats are so weird. Like they can just like, if I have a cat laying down, their legs go from like down to like burp burp. They got wide range of movement, and it all just kind of nuzzles into that area to flatten out.
That's why whenever you see a cat, you should just grab its leg and then try to like test and see how
Not
wide the
do
range of
that.
motion is.
Yeah.
Do not assault the cat, please.
Well,
Okay.
it's so weird, like, cause like all the thing about animals is they got this weird like pouch, some of them, of skin where the leg is, and it can disappear and appear, and you could end up having like when you see something standing, you could see a clear outline of where the leg is, or sometimes when you see it squish, it like disappears into itself, and you just kind of see it poke out the other end, and you might not even see the outline of the leg here. There's animals are weird.
Yeah.
Animals are weird. What the hell?
I mean,
Good job on the whole face. It looks amazing. I love it. I
So
love all of it.
cute.
And all of the fluff, the looks good.
Expression is so big.
Jenny's expressions and
Scrawn.
faces are so good. I absolutely adore
Right,
them.
I know. I can't handle it. It's so good.
It's
I-
with the tail here. I've just pushed this up the tiniest bit. Just because to me it feels like that's kind of the ground plane, and so if you're focusing on sort of this leg contact patch, that contact patch, and here, it's all going to be like in the same sort of perspective, grid-ish kind of a thing. That's good. Good. CPC,
I was going to
yeah.
flute.
Basically, good drawing. Keep on drawing. Keep on showing us cool drawings because your drawings are always really cool and good and great.
Hell
need
yeah.
to
Love
like
them.
when I am not like strapped for money, I need to commission you to draw Holly some more because your Karens are so cute.
Yep. Actually, are your commissions open? Hmm. Interesting. Strange.
Asking for a friend. are
Yeah.
they?
Asking for a friend. Yep.
I've been like way scrolled up in the
Okay,
chat. So I've
okay,
been like waiting
maybe-
for anyone
I
to
think that
post
is a no.
anything.
Okay, maybe asking if commissions are open is a bit too, I don't know, close.
Do
I don't
commissions
know.
exist? Have you ever existed while doing commissions? Is there a state in which commissions happen and you do them?
Am I going to be reported to HR for asking if commissions are open? I
Yeah.
don't know what that emoji means. I'm
Uh,
scared.
also, who's HR here?
Me. I'll be HR.
View.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
No,
view,
he's
view.
not.
Yeah.
No,
No.
wait.
Views upper management. You don't get an answer from him.
Yeah. Also, if he was HR, no one would ever misbehave ever. We'd be too scared to.
Immediate ban if you just bother messaging them.
The angel at the bottom of the canvas is
Oh.
HR. Yep.
All right. You know what? I'm sure if you showed up to their office, they'd have like tea and cookies ready for you to discuss the issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just want to be a friend. They want to.
Okay.
They want to help you feel more comfortable.
CPC did end up floofing, and it's a lot. But it was
but
good.
They always floofs.
when are you going to
Ultimately.
floof the angel?
I wanna see this thing as like a hairstyle. It looks like a cool main style to me. It looks like Fluffy's main style actually. All this area.
Oh, I can see.
So you have a horse.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
I love it.
Yeah, so make that hoof into a face, and your picture will be improved. It's like that
Spirit
episode
Wind-
of Steven Universe.
Spirit Wind exists in all things secretly. He is the wind and the soul.
Good drawing, Solder. Heck yeah.
Aw, cutie.
That's adorable.
You're getting a lot better, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Practice, drawing. Let's go.
That's our new chant.
Hmm
To awkwardly all put our hands in the center and say it.
Brilliant. I love it.
Well, I believe with that, we're out of questions and out of people throwing art at our faces at above suborbital velocity. So we'll call it a day. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you again next week. Possibly. Wait, will we see you next week? Yeah, 21st. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we
Hooray.
did it.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.